Hi, this is Jack Conway. I took a Coursera course called Learning How to Learn. I thought the title was fascinating. This is the third session. This is assignment number 2. And this assignment is really about me doing something really important, and that is passing some knowledge on to my 2 sons, ages 14 and 11. I found this course to be incredibly useful. I wish I would have had it in my younger days, and I want to share this information to you, Clay, and to you, Luke, so you can refer to it, try and glean a few nuggets of information, and apply it as you take harder courses in high school and eventually college. So what is this about? What's so important I want to share with you guys? Well, this is a course from the University of California, San Diego, put on by Dr. Barbara Oakley and Dr. Terry Sanowski, and it's offered through, again, that massive open online course aggregator called Coursera. We'll talk more about that in a minute. And I want to share these ideas with you guys because here's just a couple examples of what is facing you as you get into high school. Learning a new language like Spanish, Clay, that you're taking, or taking a math course like algebra, or even calculus. It's going to seem really daunting, and it's going to be helpful to know some methods and techniques to learn hard things. And it's not just schoolwork. You can apply some of these methods to really anything that you might tackle in life. Okay, guys, this is the first of 3 big ideas I want to share with you. This first slide is about 2 modes of learning. One's called the focus mode, and that one kind of speaks for itself. It's that concentrating intently. It involves lots of recall, things like flashcards and mini tests. So you have to read something, try and understand it intently, and then test yourself to see if you understand it by going to the back of the chapter. Instead of skipping over that, try and answer some of the questions. When you get a new math subject and you get your homework at night, try and answer some of those math questions that the teacher didn't assign that are a little harder. It's going to help you. You don't even know it yet, but it will. This is called deliberate practice, and this is a really focused intensity. In fact, it's better to test yourself and give yourself mini tests with things like flashcards than it is to try and reread something and actually trick yourself into thinking that you know it. Another kind of learning is called diffuse mode. Now, don't worry so much about the name. I know it's a different name you've never heard before. This is just a more relaxed way to think. Ideas bounce around in your head when you don't even know it. After you've had a focus mode of learning and you do something else, you don't even know it, but your brain is subconsciously working on those subjects. It's a fascinating idea. It allows you to learn things without even thinking that hard about them. But again, you have to put the time in on the focus mode. And one really cool idea by Dr. Oakley was try to think about a problem right before you go to bed. And while you're sleeping, your brain is going to be working on understanding that and learning it. Fascinating. You need some tricks and tips and techniques for that focus mode. Here's one I want you to do. During a focused session of intense concentration, just do it for 25 minutes. That's not that hard, is it? You can do it for 25 minutes. And then take like a 5 to 10 minute break. Use a timer. We have one of these probably around the house, or just use an iPhone or a watch or a clock or something. But just do it. And for diffuse mode, you guys already like doing this kind of stuff. After a focus session, go for a walk, get some exercise, shoot some hoops. You haven't known it, but now you do. Exercise actually helps you learn. Here's another big idea that I think will be really helpful for you guys. Process versus product. Again, the terminology can be a little confusing, but stay along with me. When I talk process, I'm talking about doing something like doing some homework or practicing the problems or putting in that 25 minutes of hard studying followed by a 5 or 10-minute break, or doing the reading. Product is really the outcome. So learning how to speak a new language, doing all the study guide, getting an A in calculus, or getting good at something new. When you think about those things as an outcome, it can seem daunting. It can seem impossible. It makes you not want to do them. So on the process side, just go with the flow. Just give it some time. This will build study habits when you do the 25 minutes of focused, deliberate practice and taking a 5-minute break. Just get into it. And your confidence will grow as you do it. On the product side, again, it seems like it's too much and too big, and it actually creates pain in your brain. And if that happens, you don't want to do it. And when you don't do something, another name for that is procrastination. Here's the truth. Everyone does it. But there's ideas and things you can do to avoid it, and one of them is this one. Focus on the process, not the product. Okay, guys, we're almost done. This is one last main topic of the course where there was hundreds of topics that I wanted to share, but I picked the top 3. You know how I say that I don't know what I should tell you guys to do for a living as you get older because technology is changing so fast? I really don't know which field of study for you guys to focus on. It's so overwhelming, even to adults. And people will say, you'll hear this a lot as you get older, follow your passion, which means follow something that you like and are good at. The problem with that is, and Dr. Oakley made a great point, is at age 17 or 18, let alone age 20, you haven't experienced enough in life. You might know what you like, but what if there's so much more out there? So instead, broaden your passion. And this is an idea of saying, hey, what if there's something out there that you've never tried that you could like and you could get good at? What if you could learn something totally new that you can't even think of when you're 18 or 22? I'd like you guys to know that you have access to tools and learning techniques from courses like this, that I'm just sharing a tiny sliver of it. But I want you to understand you can pursue almost any field of study. Don't let fear of the unknown conquer you, and know that it's okay to fail and make mistakes. Just dust yourself off and try again, or try a whole new way. It's called broadening your passions. And it's related to one of my favorite words. I think you guys have heard me say it. And that's serendipity. Expose yourself to serendipity. And it means something really good that happened, but you weren't looking for it. Learn about this word and figure out how to put it into your life. Again, the idea is you have to try new stuff, even if you don't think you'll do good. So take some risks. You are better off being scared than being bored. So that's it, guys. Those are the 3 main broad topics I wanted to share. And I want you to understand there's some resources to help you. First of all, you guys are lucky. You don't even know it. When I was your age, pretty much the only thing I had to learn about something new was to go down to the library, or I think your grandma had some encyclopedias that I could browse, but it just wasn't the same as what you have today. You can explore so many different things. You can find out so many different topics. You guys have resources like this book by Dr. Barbara Oakley, A Mind for Numbers. You also have things like TED. I want you to, as you get older, I want you to explore that on the internet. It's called Ideas Worth Spreading, and it's really smart people talking about different topics in the world, problems, and neat ideas. I want you to research that. And you have things like Coursera, where I just went into the Coursera website and browsed for courses and found this Learning How to Learn, and it's free. things that I couldn't have even dreamed of when I was your age. So I want you to take advantage of these things. Okay, Clay and Luke, you guys got a lot of studying ahead of you, but just know this. You guys can tackle anything, and I want you to put some of these skills into your life as you study new subjects. Bye. I love you guys.